Alright guys, so for this one, I'm going to show you guys the sway bar that I installed. And I'm going to do an oil change real quick. Kind of don't want to change it, but have to. It's been in there for a long time, even though I haven't really put that many miles on the car. But yeah, and the miles that I do put on there are like brutal miles, so yeah. Let me see, I'm gonna get the cardboard real quick, hold up. All right, so let's go under. Oh, so yeah, so there it is right there. It looks pretty dang sweet. That's subframe brace, and those are the links right there that I used. Everything installed, man, it was kind of a pain actually. I was gonna say it installed clean, but that bolt right there, it didn't line up with the other three sway bar brackets. I mean bracket holes, whatever, and I basically had to drill that one out bigger, and my Harbor Freight bits were not liking it because that brace is some type of tempered steel. It's really hard. It's not like mild steel, I guess you would say, where it just flexes. But yeah, that one was kind of brutal to elongate or like make oval, so it'll actually you know, the bolt will go in. But yeah, so that looks freaking sweet. Let me get up. All right, so basically the pros of it is when you're at like halfway turn, you give it some gas, the rear end is planted. It hooks, there's no body roll. It just it increases so much rear end grip. And the RSX DC5, or you know, the DC5 Integra or RSX already has like nicer revised suspension, I believe, in the rear compared to the Integra, the 3rd gen. And it lacks in the front, but it makes up in the rear. And this just doubles the rear end grip. It makes it so much more. When you're turning at like almost lock and you give it some gas, you're on rails basically. And it's a huge noticeable difference compared to stock. If you track your car and you go with something like this, just know that this is a huge tuning option, and you could end up either making or breaking, and you'll probably have to relearn the car or something, because this does, you know, have like a big effect on handling. So yeah, so I kind of see this setup maybe with like an EM2 front sway bar with this big rear sway bar for like autocross, something where you just have to like turn and shove the car into like tight corners. This would be like a beast for autocross, like completely gut it with some white sticky tires and everything. But yeah, the sway bar is pretty dang nice. There's only one complaint, and that's it. That's that I find it a little bit harsh over bumps. Every time I hit a bump, it just I could feel it more in my spine than before, where it was just kind of like floating. And these are lowering springs too, so it did seem more comfortable, but now it is a little bit more harsh. But overall, I do highly suggest it. If you go up in the canyons, it'll be a lot more planted, and you'll like it a lot. So yeah, I really have to get some locking keys. One of these broke already because I had hammered it on there with the impact, and these studs are too long, so there's a lot of pressure behind here, and one broke already. And I kind of made these like protrude a little bit out because you know, when you're just on the go, you got to do what you got to do. But I got to get some nice open-ended ones. So yeah. Brakes, I'm gonna end up stripping the brakes. I'm just gonna go with like a bare aluminum. I'm gonna take out the pads, get some brake fluid, and just soak them in brake fluid, just wipe all that down. Brake fluid's perfect for taking this off. I mean, it took them off the first time, then I had to repaint them. But yeah, gonna end up stripping them for a little bit different look. I could always paint them with different colors. So yeah, so besides the harshness in the rear, I do find it a 10 out of 10 upgrade. If you don't have it, you should definitely do it. If you have an EM2, EP3, ES1, definitely look into a fat rear sway bar, 24, 25 millimeter. Even a Type R would bolt up to an EP3 or a Civic. But yeah. So a little bit of an update on the engine. I remember a few weeks back or a few months back, some of you probably recalled me having a serious oil leak down in this area. Well, I'm still not completely convinced, but I guess it's just pretty obvious. It was a valve cover. Ever since I cleaned up the mating surface and just pounded some ultra black Permatex gasket maker. I know it should be ultra gray for import, but that's all I had. But I used the one for domestic. So yeah, like it's pretty good. It's not leaking. So it was literally a puddle where it was right here, and it was like dribbling out that way like a puddle. And some thought it was power steering fluid, but this is topped off, and the rack is dry and everything, but it was actually valve cover gasket. So if you have any type of leak, first do this, because the engines are slanted in these, and it gets thrown up right there and it just dribbles down the back. All right guys, so got the oil, got the filter. Gonna try and find that little filter all the way down there. I do not know why those filters get so stuck on there. I try and prevent them from getting locked, so I'm just gonna go in there with this, take it out, but man, couldn't get it the first time. And just like that, the pliers always win. All right, so just trying to empty this out, and there's still a lot of trapped oil in there, but I'm gonna actually open this. I'm gonna save it, open it, and see what it looks like inside. If there's any shavings or anything. The hell is this? Oh, that's my old window tint. Crazy. All right, let me drain, refill. Such a good feeling knowing you're getting fresh oil, and now you could cruise. The little peace of mind knowing that your engine's protected. So good. Excellent. All right, so little cold start, very smooth. Perfect. All right guys, so that's gonna be the little video. Not really anything, just a little update. And yeah, just to show the sway bar. Got some fresh oil finally, and now I could smash out and not have to worry. But it's gonna be a few more things for this car. It's gonna be the lower front lower control arms, ball joints, and tires and alignment. If you want to see more, please subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Just a little update. But yeah, all right guys, peace.